is Justin with JV Products, and welcome back to the JV Products YouTube channel. Today we're doing an overview and an install guide for our Skidoo running board braces. We got them here. We got all of our tools over here. All you're gonna need is a rivet gun for 3/16 rivets and a 3/16 drill bit on your drill, and that's all you're gonna need to install it. So other than that, we'll do a quick overview of this part and show you why you need it for your sled. And yeah, we'll get into it. So this running board brace obviously prevents bowing and flexing in your running board. It keeps them a lot more rigid so your running boards aren't bowing down. But another problem that these really do help solve that a lot of people don't necessarily realize is that you crack your suspension mounts right here and rip these suspension mounts out of your sled. A lot of people don't know why this happens. And it happens because those running boards constantly flex like this, creating a flexing point where your skid mounts, and it goes right into here, and it just tears that bolt out. And we see this happen around 9 to 11 hours. We'll start seeing these things break. So a lot of guys that are only getting 7 hours out of their race sled in a year don't necessarily experience this issue, but the next guy that goes and buys your sled will. So for anyone that's running a sled that's gonna have more than 8 hours on it, or you're buying a used sled or anything like that, definitely check these out because it's gonna save you from having to replace these if you get them on soon enough. Other than that, this product itself is pretty sweet. Made some updates to it for 2025. We went with thicker aluminum than we did last year. They're powder coated matte black to match the tunnel. Come with all the rivets. They're $69.99 on the website, and it's a super affordable kit. Like I said, it's a lot cheaper than having to go and replace these things or bending your running boards and having to replace those. So that's all we got for the overview. It's time to get into the install. So to install this brace, it's crucial that we put it in the correct spot on the actual running board. They are made for a brand new snowmobile. You can put these on a snowmobile that is used, and these have already began to flex a little bit. Sorry. It's gonna change where you're gonna put it on here though. That's gonna be something that's to your own to see how it's gonna fit on the sled. We make these braces to fit a brand new sled that has nothing bent, nothing's ever been rode, and that's how we're gonna go based off of this install guide here today. So the first step when you're gonna go put these on is get them in the correct orientation. And the way that we install these on the sled is we put the front of the brace right at the back side of these ridges. So you got a little curve in the running board right here that begins to go back. These long ridges are here, it stops right here, and we put the front of the brace right at those ridges. And that's where we're gonna have the brace go. And then we're gonna go ahead and mark and drill out this first hole down on the bottom here. You can go ahead and mark out both and drill both. I like to mark out one, drill one, throw the rivet in, and then go do the second one so that way it holds everything in. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. All right, guys, so with the first rivet installed, I can go ahead and easily drill out this second hole here, throw another rivet in, and then we'll go ahead and start working on the top up here. So with both of those bottom rivets installed, we can go ahead and install the top part. Now you will have to occasionally do a little bit of flexing to get this brace to fit perfectly. In this case, we just push down on the front of the brace and it lines it up center to center here real nice. As you can see beforehand, there's a little bit off. So we just go ahead and push it in like that. You can see it lines up nice and perfect. We'll go ahead and drill the front hole. Then we'll go ahead, throw on our first rivet. Second rivet. And no, you are not drilling into your heat exchanger when you're doing these, so there's no worry about that. As long as you're mounting these correctly, you will not be drilling into your heat exchanger. You won't have any problems there. Right. That's pretty much all there is to it. We have it installed. You go ahead and do the exact same process on the other side. There is a left hand and a right hand, so make sure you distinguish those correctly when you take your kit apart. Pretty much the only other step left to do is take a vacuum and sweep up all the debris from drilling these out. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, make sure to drop them down in the comment section below. For sales or service, hit us up through the website, hit us up through the email. Other than that, have a great day, and we'll see you at the racetrack.